What is going on, guys? It is Voodoo here, and welcome to the weekly ritual. Today is Monday, July 29th of 2013. Almost August already. Trip's been over for 10 days already. It's hard to believe. Every time I do one of these videos, I'm like, is it really that day already? Like, it's just, time is just going, I don't know where, but it's moving pretty fast. So my camera's actually running a little low on battery today, so I'm going to go ahead and get started so we can try to get through this before the battery dies. Basically, this past week, I only uploaded one video, and it was Voodoo's Brew, episode, God, what was it, 15, I believe, which was a recap of the trip, obviously, the Brandon and I trip. And this kind of serves a dual purpose, because not only do Brandon and I, in that video, go through day by day and explain every day what we did, what we saw, funny stuff that happened, basically go through the entire trip day by day, but the editing that I did on the episode was basically I put as still pictures all of the pictures that myself and Brandon, well, the best ones that Brandon and I had taken of Los Angeles and New Orleans. So it completely covers all of the media coverage, I guess you can say, that we did of the trip, because you've got all my vlogs up on the channel, obviously, that you can watch. And then if you go watch Voodoo's Brew, you can listen to us recap the whole trip, and you can watch the pictures as you're listening that we took of both Hollywood, or just Los Angeles in general, and New Orleans. And you can see a lot of stuff that I don't have vlogs on, such as a lot of pictures at the zoo that we went to here in New Orleans. I didn't take any vlogs there, but there was a lot of still pictures, so you can see all of those. Still pictures from the swamp tour, from Bourbon Street, the French Quarter, and then in LA. There's pictures of, like the Hollywood sign, a lot of the handprints in front of the Chinese Theater, pictures of the Queen Mary, all that kind of good stuff. So, even if you're not interested in the audio, which obviously I want you to be interested in the audio, but even if you're not, you can still go check out the video just for the pictures if you want to see those. So, Voodoo's Brew episode 15 this past week. Again, no The Last of Us. No, I did not play it this week. And once again, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, because I always am. I still, this past week, did not really have a desire to play The Last of Us. And I'm not saying that the game is bad, obviously, because everyone and their mother says the game is good. I enjoyed it for what I've played of it so far. But I've made it known before, and I'll say again, that the sneaking kind of gameplay is not my favorite type. I respect it. I do like sneaking somewhat in games, like the sneaking in Far Cry 3, that kind of stuff, the sneaking that you have to do in Assassin's Creed. But I'm not a big fan of basically the entire game being that sneaking kind of gameplay. I like it to be split up, and I'm not saying that it doesn't split up later on. I'm just saying from what I've played of it, it's basically it's a pretty hard game too. It's not just like a normal difficulty game, in my opinion. It's a harder game, and I just haven't been in the mood to sit down and plug myself in and play it. I've not been really in a recording mood, so I didn't play it this past week. Just, straight up being honest, and I'll explain it, what I'm planning on doing with it in the future. Now, before we talk about what's coming up, I want to actually talk about the Why I Unsubscribed to DSP gaming video that I put up a few weeks back. It's getting massive views still. It's now the 6th most viewed video ever on my channel. It has over 2,100 views, and I've been getting a lot of good feedback, a lot of positive feedback. I've gotten some negative comments. I actually have my computer. I want to go over a few of them and I've already, for the most part, answered these people, but I want to explain in person and answer you. I've gotten a lot of new subs from it. I've gotten like 40 plus subscribers just from this video, it seems. So let me go ahead and pull it up, because there's some comments, that some people have left that I find to be quite funny that I want to address. Actually on camera instead of just in a comment. I have to get to the video. Alright, here it is. 114 comments. I'm not going to obviously go through all of them, but there's some pretty funny ones, like Like this guy, you know, this is hilariously sad. Why would anyone make a video about unsubbing to someone? You know, all this stuff. There's a couple other people who would say, why would you make a 30-minute video about all this, blah, blah, blah. Basically, my answer to them was this. It's that if you actually look at my channel, you'll see that I make 30-minute videos about a lot of things. Not just this. I've made 30-minute videos about a variety of topics because that's just me. I like to get on camera and be expressive and explain myself about things I feel strongly about. I mean, I've been doing that for the past 2.5 years. That's nothing new. So, you know. But anyway, this guy's pretty funny. This guy actually I'm going to block right now, if I can. There we go, block user. And I'll explain why. Here's his comment. First of all, this guy is a pussy. He looks like it, speaks like it, acts like it. Anyone who complains about how they get treated on the fucking internet is a dumb fuck, and Phil is allowed to be an asshole if he wants, and this shit little video of this fag won't change Phil's channel at all. Oh, and Phil can spend as much money as he wants, you don't control him. I'm getting the sense that this guy is just a jealous dipshit who complains about Phil's fortunes. Also, you're a hypocrite because he is complaining about Phil lying. So what, you've never lied before? Fuck you. No, I'm not a fanboy. This guy's a cunt. And he continues, oh, by the way, how about you shave that ugly-ass pedo stash off your dumb face? I don't even know where to begin, obviously, with this guy. You can see now why he's blocked. I like how he says he's not a fanboy. I mean, you know, okay. This guy cracks me up. If I didn't know better, I think this was like Panda Lee, like in an alternate channel, because this is how I would expect her to respond. I don't really know what to say about that guy. I mean, obviously, he's got some kind of freaking problem. Like, he needs to calm down, he needs to take a Xanax, he needs to, like, go outside, get some air, he needs to do something. I don't know what his deal is. He needs to chill out. This guy's, like, a little bit too much, I think, obsessed with DSP, like, just a little bit. Again, yeah, I'm jealous, even though 2 years ago I made a video raving about Phil and defending him. And if he had actually watched 2 seconds of this video, which of course he didn't, if he actually watched 2 seconds of this video, he would have heard me say right in the beginning that I used to be the biggest fan of DSP, and he used to be, you know, he was the inspiration for this channel. And later in the video, I actually take a shirt that says Dark Side Phil out of my closet and show on camera, but somehow I'm jealous because now 2 years later I don't like him anymore. Okay, well, you're not a fanboy, but you don't even watch 2 seconds of the video. You just see the title, and you go off on a little rant about something. I don't know, this guy needs to relax, or he needs to do something. And this guy's, I'm not obviously going to block him because this is actually a decent comment. He says, am I really the only one who doesn't give two shits about this whole, oh, he's a bad man? I followed DSP since his start. I've seen almost all of his gameplay and videos. I can care less if he is ungrateful of us as viewers, etc., because his stuff to me is funny. Get on and hate on this comment if you want. Personally, I don't care, as I'm stating my opinion. And no, I'm not a DSP fanboy. I enjoy his content, and I will continue to watch his videos. I'm sorry that his personality got in the way of his content. For you, Voodoo, thanks for the time. See, these comments are actually legitimate, decent comments, that this is the kind of stuff people should be leaving. So thank you, the Warlord Raw, because you actually left a legitimate comment. My response to you would be, that's perfectly fine if what he does and his attitude toward you, who, keep in mind, people like you are the reason that he's able to do what he's doing, because you're giving him your time and you're watching his content. If it doesn't bother you that he doesn't care about you, and that if you ever happen to think that maybe he should have played a game differently or done something differently and you told him about it, he would block you and would basically, you know, hate on you and all this other kind of stuff. If that doesn't bother you, that's perfectly fine. You're of course free to watch whatever you want to watch. For me personally, it bothered me about how he acts, and And yeah, his personality. I can't watch something from somebody who I know is that kind of a person. And personally, I can't watch his gameplay videos anymore because he's so god-awful at games and complains every 2 seconds about the developers instead of himself. I can't personally take it anymore. If you, the Warlord Raw, can take it, and like I said, his personality and how he's completely ungrateful and selfish, and none of that stuff bothers you, then, I mean, it's perfectly fine, you know, I mean, that's my response. You're free to do whatever you want, and if that stuff doesn't bother you, continue to watch his content. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. I'm just telling you my opinion that it does bother me, and I don't think that this guy deserves to be getting views, and I don't think he deserves to be able to do what he does for a living, because he's not grateful for it. But that's just my own opinion. So, but I do want to say thank you, the Warlord Raw, for being an adult person and actually leaving a legitimate comment for me to respond to. And I posted just a generic comment, and I said, now the fanboys come out, LOL, because I knew it was only a matter of time before the DSP fanboys started coming on my channel and doing stuff like this guy. This guy's a pussy, faggot, he's a dumb fuck, fat, all this ridiculousness. And this guy responds to me, Joey Crick 1, he says, yeah, forget the fact that you supported Phil at one point and even bought one of his shirts. The fact that you don't approve of absolutely everything he does makes you a jealous idiot troll. Nice vid, by the way. I only found out about Phil a couple months ago after watching Chip Chisholm's, I don't know what this is, riff of his MGS2 Let's Play. I've been hearing more from others about the crap he's pulled, and it's just unbelievable. So, Joey Crick 1, obviously someone who actually watched the video, responds in support of me, so I want to thank you for that, Joey Crick 1. Yeah, the video has 2,223 views, by the way. So it's doing really well. It's getting really good attention. I'm getting a lot of subs. So yeah, I just gave you 2 perfectly good examples of a comment that will get you blocked, because as I said, I believe the block function is useful and it's for the right situation. And if there's going to be someone who's actually a troll, because that's probably the most overused word on the internet is troll, but if there's actually someone who is a legitimate troll like this guy, what the hell's his name? PS360X Gamer with a 3 instead of an E because he's cool. Legitimate trolls like this guy who come on the video just to insult you personally and call you every name in the book and don't actually put forth any kind of legitimate argument or anything like that, that's going to get blocked. So anybody who leaves comments like that on my video is going to get blocked. Now, people who leave comments like the Warlord, who disagree with me, but actually post a legitimate response defending why he doesn't agree with me, will obviously not be blocked, and I will respond to you, and I love that. That's great. So, anyway, just wanted to update you on that video. So now, going forward, let me just check my time, because I know the batteries are low. It says I've got 12 minutes left to record, so that should be plenty enough time to get through what I want to say. And that would be this coming week and the week after. If you can believe it, I'm going on yet another trip. I'm going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I'm going to be leaving at like 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, which I forget the date for a second. So that's August 3rd. August 3rd, at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I will be leaving to go to Gatlinburg, because it's from my house. It's like a 10.5 to 12-hour drive, and we were going to do it in 2 separate days, but we decided to just man up and do it in one. So we're going to leave at 2 a.m. I'm actually going to drive from like 2 a.m. probably till like dawn, till like, 7, maybe 8 a.m. And then I'm going to go sleep, and I'm going to let my dad take over, and he's going to probably drive the rest of the way. So who's going? It's going to be myself, my dad, obviously. My mom was going to go, but she can't go because she actually got a compressed fracture in her vertebrae, which is going to put her out for a while. So obviously she's not going to be able to come with us. So it's going to be myself, my dad, Tyler, both of Tyler's parents, Dave, and potentially Ashley. I still don't know if she's coming. She still hasn't given me an answer yet about whether or not she's coming. But yeah, it's going to be us, and we're going to be going to a beautiful cabin up in the mountains in Gatlinburg for a week. So I'm going to be leaving on August 2nd. If we decide to come back in one day, we'll be back on August 10th. If we obviously come back in 2 days, we'll be back on the 11th. So it's going to be Saturday to either Saturday or Sunday. So it's going to be a week. All of next week, I'll be gone. So, so that means more vlogs. more still pictures that when I get home from the trip I'll be putting into some type of collage, montage, similar to how I did it with Voodoo's Brew for the trip, but it won't be a Voodoo's Brew, it'll be just a separate montage video. So that's next week. I'll be uploading vlogs and stuff from Gatlinburg because they do have internet up there. And it'll be similar to like the Destin videos I've taken with, because it's the same group of people pretty much. So I'll be taking those videos and putting them up over the course of next week. So this week, gameplay videos, they will be happening. Now, I actually do now kind of feel like playing The Last of Us. It's been like a month since I felt like playing it, but I do actually kind of feel like playing it. So there's a good chance that I'll be playing some this week over the next 3 to 4 days until I have to leave, and we'll begin to upload those to the channel. So gameplay will return. Now, if for some reason I still don't play The Last of Us this week, I will be uploading more of Return to Fallout 3. So either way, you will get gameplay this week. I've given enough time, up on my channel for everything, for the trip, for Voodoo's Brew. I've given that all enough time to be seen. And now I think it's time to resume gameplay, which is what the core of my channel is really all about, and I've gotten away from that over the past month. So it's coming back. Last of Us, probably. If not, still for some reason, Return to Fallout 3, but there will be some kind of gameplay coming up this week. And, yeah, the next game I'm actually going to be getting is going to be Splinter Cell Blacklist, which right now has a release date of August 20th. So that's the next game up on my queue to play, and after that, the ball really starts rolling. We get all kinds of good games coming out, one right after the other, all leading up to the new consoles, which for me will be a PlayStation 4, which I'm extremely excited about, and all I'm going to really have to figure out how to do is to use it with the Elgato to bypass the HDCP. I'm sure that there's, from what I've heard from Brandon, he's figured out a way to do it, and I just need to buy the cables or whatever I need to do it. So, excited about that, excited about all the great games that are coming up, and yeah, looking forward to it. So now that the trip is over, the channel will be getting back to its normal schedule. Of course, there's yet another trip next week, but I will be getting back, like I said, the gameplay this week of something, and then Gatlinburg trip the week after, which is next week, and then after that, gameplay will resume, and it won't be too long until Splinter Cell Blacklist comes out, and I actually go back to school for the fall semester at LSU. So, yeah, lots of good stuff coming. So I just want to say thank you, welcome to all my new subscribers. This week I'll actually show you that I actually also do gameplay on my channel, because a lot of people have been saying, well, I don't understand, where else can I go for gameplay? You know what I mean? Right here. I mean, I know I don't play like the ESP. I don't play every game under the sun and upload them all in a week, but I do my best and I upload gameplay. So this week I'll show you that I actually do gameplay. So thank you for that. Thank you for all of the decent comments on the why I unsubscribed to DSP Gaming video. Not necessarily all the positive, the negative too, as long as they're decent comments, which I've gotten a few of both. To the trolls like that PS3 Xbox gamer guy, you're blocked, and anybody who is going to be a legitimate troll and just come on my video to call me a fag, a pussy, all that other kind of stuff, is just going to be blocked because I don't want to deal with it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks a lot. I'm Voodoo, and I hope you enjoy the gameplay this week and the vacation vlogs next week. There will not be a weekly ritual next week because I will not be here. I'll be out of town starting on Saturday. So this weekly ritual will cover the next 2 weeks. Again, there doesn't need to be one next week because all it is going to be me and Gatlinburg doing vlogs. So you already know what's going to be that week. So last weekly ritual for a couple of weeks. So I hope you guys enjoy the next 2 weeks of content, and I'll see you again soon with gameplay and vacation vlogs. So thanks a lot, and see you later.